Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Paterson, and today I'm going to be showing you 5 poster design tips that will blow your mind. Some of you might know these tips, but if you don't and you're just getting into design, or you're someone who just wants to take your poster design to the next level, this video is for you. This video is brought to you by FreshBooks. The first tip is contrast. Poster designs are the most amazing thing in the design world because it's a place where you can use your creativity to grab people's attention. Normally, design is all about infiltrating what people already have and making it easier for them to read or to look at or to be marketed to, but poster designs, you can get really creative depending on who you're doing it for. And the contrast of a poster design is a huge thing to keep in mind when you're actually creating one, because you need people to be able to see what they need to see first. So it's an order of hierarchy. By contrast, I mean the weight of the typography or the contrast in colors and the noticeability, the hierarchy. To gain good contrast in a poster, you need a headliner in that poster. You need something that people can direct their eyes to. The first thing that someone should see in a poster is exactly what it's about. If it's an art poster, or whether it's a music gig poster or a poster you're doing for a company, there needs to be something headlining that poster so someone, when they're looking at it, knows exactly what it's about and who it's for. Contrast comes when you're actually adding different weights to the design or different attributes in there, such as colors, to make it more noticeable. The second tip is grids. Grids are a great way of keeping your design in time. It's basically like a click track for designers. Everything is made by grids. Even where I'm sat now is in a grid sequence on this camera to make sure it looks good. Without grids, you wouldn't have lined paper. Without grids, you wouldn't have anything that is functionally beautiful or something that works. Grids are great for keeping consistency in design. Whether you're putting typography on that poster or it's just an illustrative poster, a grid helps the eye look at what's the most key feature of that poster. A good example would be a minimalist typographic poster. It is designed in grids. It makes sense. People can read it easily because it's got enough breathing room and it fills enough of the page and it's large enough so people can view it. Grids help legibility and make your compositions look amazing, and it's basically a big hack. Grids, you don't have to use them, but when you do use them, it helps you create the consistency in the spacing that you need around it for letter forms and typography. I use grids a lot in the poster designs that I make because I can create really open, minimalistic, kind of pretentious posters that look cool without much work gone into them. The third tip is choosing your typeface carefully. It's no secret that a lot of typography isn't good for posters, and that's because they're not designed to be viewed on posters. Now, what are designed to be viewed on posters? Display typefaces are the typefaces that you really want to be using in your work because it allows people to see from a large distance. They're generally thicker, bolder, and they're meant for big media, so media that is put on posters no matter what the size. The typography should be chosen carefully, using only a few different typefaces, maximum 3 in the same weight or family. You can use different weights and subfamilies within the typeface to give your work a consistent family feel whilst inherently having contrast in the poster. That was a lot of words. If you don't want to use typefaces or fonts, you still can hand letter onto a poster. I do it a lot. Most of my Instagram lettering is basically a poster. Hand lettering can give you a cool, fun feel, keeping the human element into the poster design, and it's sometimes a lot better depending on the project you're working on if you're working with hand lettering rather than just a really clean font. People love the imperfect human feel. Tip number 4 is use images for context. If you're designing a poster for like a music gig or a shopping sale that's happening or whatever, it's important to have images that bring context to your work. Sometimes it's not enough to have type on a poster, and most poster designs that are minimal and that look cool and that strike the most emotion are the ones with images in them. There's a lot of places online where you can learn how to manipulate photographs and put them into a poster design to create cool effects, and there's a class on Skillshare which I'll link below which will help you understand how it works. Using images can be good, and it depends on the poster that you're trying to design. If it's a music gig, you might want to have pictures of guitars in there, but don't just choose the generic ones, go and find some good stock ones online, or go and take your own images so you have full customization of how you want the poster to feel. When I'm designing posters, I normally keep the images at a really low opacity in the background to make sure that that's not the headlining thing that people see in the poster. I want them to read what's on the poster and understand through the image, giving it context, what it's about, by an emotion or a feeling or a place of value. Hence a guitar for a musical concert. And the biggest tip, number 5, is to step back. A lot of the time when we're designing posters, we're sat next to a computer and we're zooming in, zooming out, and we're not actually zooming out of ourselves to see how well and functional the poster works. Although a poster design is really fun and you can be really creative with it, it's so important to step back. If you don't step back from the actual design that you're working on, you won't see how effective it is. When you step back, you may find that the information in the poster through the typography is too small and not readable or legible to people walking past. So you would have to increase the scale of that, or the weight, or the contrast. You can do this by stepping away from your computer, but if you don't have that option, get it on a poster, like on a piece of paper, put it up on the wall, print it small, and see how far back you can go while seeing it. The most effective poster designs are the ones that you can see from quite a while away, and ones that disrupt people, so ones that actually compete with the posters next to it. Remember, a poster is designed to compete with other people's works, especially in a saturated market like we're in now. And I'm going to add a little bonus tip into here, which is to have fun with the design. Poster designs are great fun and a great way to practice understanding graphic design. If you're new to graphic design, it's something that I would suggest you start doing straight away. It helps you with the fundamentals of composition and gridding and communication through typography. And that is the foundation in graphic design, understanding these key principles. But have fun with it. Don't always stick with the rules. Once you know these rules, you can most definitely break them. So don't be afraid to go out there, try something completely new and see what happens. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy it, please press that red subscribe button down below. I just want to thank the sponsor for this video, FreshBooks. FreshBooks is a cloud accounting service where you can send invoices quicker and get paid even faster. FreshBooks has got so many different features, such as easily gathering up your expenses into one place so you don't have to file through them all at the end of the tax year. My favorite feature though is being able to see when a client has received and seen an invoice. So when they tell you that they haven't even seen the invoice, you can say, no, you've seen it. It makes it so easy for clients to actually pay you as well. You can pay directly within the sort of link that it gives you into a Stripe account. It's so well done. So if you want to try FreshBooks for 30 days completely free, risk free, then click that link down below, and I guarantee you once you're on it, you'll start using it more and more. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, press that like button. If you didn't like it, press the dislike button twice, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you soon. Goodbye. I just want to give a huge shout out to all my members on the channel. That's Nicole, Tara, Renteo, The Shepherd, Lovely Khan, I don't know how to pronounce Exin or Zin, Kento, Carlos, Jared, Anna, and David Pruitt. Thank you so much for being a member. If you guys haven't already, let me know in the community tab your emails so I can get you into my closed Facebook group. If you guys want to become a member, or anyone else wants to become a member on here, then feel free. There's loads of perks. Go and check them out. It helps support me and the channel. Thank you.